I'm done.
And we are live. Anyways, we are back from a long hiatus.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Soapbox Social episode. I don't
Glad to
even
be
know at this
back.
point. Um, Pretty much this episode will be talking about the hiatus for me and why it took place. Would you like to start off, or would you like for me to start off?
Well, of course, you can start off because we could talk about whatever your hiatus is or
No,
was.
so the reason why I paused on my end and just
Hmm.
was, I wouldn't say over going live. I just was tired at the point, and it was a mashup of a lot of things. So I started to socialize a lot more outside of my normal socializing circle, and I think around that time I was trying to figure out how and when and what that new socializing would look like, and
Hmm.
that burnt me out. Along
Hmm.
with also like, me getting on your head about, well, what do you want to talk about on here? That got irritating. Um, I don't know. Wow.
Even though he whispered that, y'all, I hope y'all heard that.
Yeah, Ain't got
That's
time for you to
always
be
my
trying to go
favorite
off.
question. What are we talking about? But yeah.
No, and then with all of the, figuring out new social norms.
Hmm.
Um, I hate saying homesick because I don't miss back, what I mean, back home. It was just, missing my mother. Um, and thinking about that, and I started to get into a place of thinking like, dang, all right, I left my mama back there, XYZ,
Oh, don't
and
make
that
me cry.
started, oh shush, and that started to weigh, that started to weigh on my heart around that
Hmm.
time. So I got into a dark place of like just missing, and then the new social dynamics
Hmm.
that started to weigh on me because I felt like I missed out on a lot and felt like I was negligent. And so mixing that with missing you, I'm like, dang, am I being negligent again? And so I just had to really just stop doing like everything that I was doing
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
like get myself back to, I guess you can say, zero, I guess.
Just start replaying, rethink, rejuvenate, not so much.
Rejuvenate. Like it got to the point to where like I always knew like we was gonna do another like more episodes.
Mhm.
It was out of sight, out of mind. So granted, you'll ask me, well, I don't even think you would ask me, but I would feel like you would be asking me like, so the next one, and I would get asked like, so how's the podcast going? And I'm just like, I mean, it's a thing, but I ain't thinking about it right now.
Mhm. 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 You know
So
why?
doing
I'm gonna just let me just throw this in there. The reason I think, as far as yeah, the you can call it hiatus or whatever, but just that break. I mean, it's always needed, and we just come off the strength. We just come off the rip. We don't. It's not a play. It's not an act. It's not a. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we dealing with the real, the life
I mean, we
and how we deal with it is just how we deal with it. I mean, there's no explanation really of why we
no,
took a
and of
break. You
course,
know what I'm saying? So.
our topics are just topics that we are living or lived.
Mhm.
So it's just like
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
desire not to just give out raw emotion all the time. Like, granted, I don't want to like because I've came on and did podcasts in combustible energy before, and
I
I
can't wait to have
remember
my
them. I don't.
moment. I'm just kidding.
Oh, shush, shush. If you really wanted to have your moment, you would already did it. But
Exactly.
um, like I don't have to look back at episodes to. remember what I've said or like the energy that I've had. So like, I constantly think about like, oh well, when I talked about this topic or I felt this way, et cetera, et cetera. So with how I was feeling in that moment, I didn't want to get on here and just be like, whatever. You know what I mean? Which I felt like that's what I was falling into.
I mean, it could have felt that way on certain instances, but that's just I just put it like this, like just to throw that out there too. That's just like listening to a radio station. They have like a morning session. They just talking, shooting, or whatever. It like I say, nothing is an act here, and everything ain't gonna be, I guess, perfect if that's the word that I'm trying to say. And I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to make it perfect. I'm not. I don't even want to. We took a break, y'all. We back. Welcome us back. I hope y'all coming back. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's just
Here she go
it's
running.
no love, it's no love lost. Like I was telling you, I do get a little what they call it. I've been empty nested and nestered and all that stuff, but it do be moments to where I just be like, dang, holiday was different. They always been different, but normally I'll be around, you, your sister, and stuff like that. But anyways, it's just like, yeah, I mean, you get that little sickness, but not so much even sickness, but get that missing moment of you missing people you love, like, different things like that. But when you in that isolation, and let's thank God for the church today though, but when you in that isolation though, when God has you and him together, there's really no need to explanation, because if it was understood, don't need to be explained. And I'm gonna just leave it with that, with a period.
So how are you feeling during the break? Let's start there. How during what was it like a month and a half?
But something to that nature. I haven't even been counted up. But truth be told, I just we fell on is it good for me to say deaf ears, because we didn't really know. Like I was ready but wasn't ready. You know me, because I'd be like, what we talking about? I don't know. I don't want to say
Well,
too much.
we hit that patch, but even then, like
I
during the
just
course
this
of being like during the course of me being like, all right, I miss her. We was still butting heads. I was, you know what I mean?
that's yeah. I mean, that's just that's real. This is like I said again, it's real. And long as it's respected, real and respected, well, I can bring that up too. We'll talk about that later. But it was like I didn't want it to be no confusing moment, because, like I say, it didn't need to be explained when it was already felt, to where, okay, yeah, it's about time for a little breaky break, and we can kind of gather ourselves and handle over here what we need to do, or try out over there. Just like you say, you tried socialing or whatever. But in me, I just tended to little old me, and fine with that. I do me well. And it's like I was just like, give him a break, and I'm praying for the both of us, and just giving us the strength to actually fully do and try to get across to what we're really trying to do here on the Soapbox Social. And I don't give up too easily. You get what I'm saying? Breaks are good. That's not giving up. That's not quitting. Quitting is easy. We don't do that. But so it's even though we was button heads from time to time, we still know when to
He wasn't
get
like no
back in
crazy
them.
button heads
How
though.
to get back in them bushes, and just go
Yeah.
on about the business. But like I said again, you can't. I'm happy we have that type of relationship as a mother and son, because it's we can both cross the line and be wrong. But why do that when we can just be upfront? We can just call it as it is, and it just be it is what it is, as your dad used to say. It is what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. And yeah, I'm just glad we're back. I don't do this, and I for sure you don't do it either, But I don't do it for clout. I don't do it for, you know, the thing of it. I'm doing it because, hey, it's time for me to be more social since you've been out here in social groupings. So it's just time for me to be more social. And what better platform to do it is here with Chef Boy Spicy at.
Nah, so I said not the heart. So we talked about the holidays. This is our second go round of
Yeah.
holidays without one another. Last year I
Mhm.
flaked on my invites. This year, I actually um went to both of the invites that I flaked on last year. Um,
I'm
I
like,
don't know.
no,
It's it'd be cool whenever I get out of my way of like choosing not to be around people that want to be in my life, you know?
hmm hmm hmm
Because I was perfectly fine with being like, I can just like chill by myself today.
yeah.
But, I had fun. Um,
hmm
I don't know if you want to talk about your experiences or experience.
But no, well, first let me recap on what you said. Now that's good. You got out your way and just let God guide you to where you needed to be. And I'm happy for those families there that invited you, or how they said in the back of the day took you in. But it's like when you good people, it comes naturally. Okay, but yeah, so I'm glad you had a great, a happy Thanksgiving, and hope you were thankful for that. I need to stop popping this gum like I'm from the GHETTO, but
But you
I
probably hear it.
am, but I ain't of it. But yeah, so my experience this year, I did a whole 360, something I've never done, and I thank God that I was able to do it. But I spent, I think that's the right word. Nope, I spent, I spent Thanksgiving with one of my clients, and I cooked for him. No, it wasn't no traditional because who does that? But uh, but yeah, I cooked for him, and I ain't gonna tell you I was on my menu, but he want more. So and that was my first time actually ever ever cooking for him, and yeah, it was just a pleasure to be around, and it was peaceful. I was thankful for the peace. I was thankful for, of course, being of service, of course, and instead of just making myself happy, I'd rather make others happy and feel like they could, just they got love too, because it was just me and him. His family ain't around, and my family ain't around either by choice or because my choice, they choice, however. But it all just worked out how it was supposed to, and I was forever grateful that I spent that day. Like, yeah, like it was like home. I'll just say it like that. It was like home to me. So that's yeah, yeah. But yeah, other than that, got that holiday out the way.
Hey, this is random, but I ain't never get a chance to talk to you about it.
Oh
So,
goodness.
you know
Okay.
I'm huge on HBO Max. Not a sponsor yet,
Uh-huh.
hopefully. Yo, why I watched a Little Richard documentary, yo, and that mug blew my mind.
Oh, excuse me. Little Richard, the one with the Jerry curl. That Little
Pretty song,
Richard.
yeah, yeah, with the makeup, way back
I was
in the day,
about,
Little
wait a
Richard.
minute. I was about to say something because I was waiting. I was like, the one whose makeup kind of looked like mine, but mine's is more in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
decade.
yeah. Yo, I did not.
Yeah.
So of course, all you had was just if you like my age, all you had was just the biopic movie, right? But that don't
hmm
touch on like everything, right? It just touch on the not so controversial thing. Yo, that
hmm
mug is dope. You ain't gonna watch it, but I just wanted to talk about it.
It's like I've seen it before, but I can't really tell you, you know. We'll do it something else.
Um, let's see. Before I get into the next thing that I wanted to talk about earlier, you probably forgot what you wanted to talk about when you
No, I
had your thought
haven't.
earlier. Ah, what you want to talk about?
No, but see, that was going back into when I was talking about being real, being upfront, saying what you got to say, not so much hurt anybody's feelings when you say what you got to say, but you just say it and be cool with it, right?
Mhm.
All I'm saying was, you ever get to a point where people try to, I'm gonna just say, call you bluff or take shots. I'll say it like that. Take shots at you, right? There's two different kinds of people. There's ones that take shots in your face, and there's others that take shots behind your back. Ricky in your back, right? So it's like, I'm just, I'm just to the point where if basically don't be around me if you can't be real, if you can't be straightforward, because
So,
basically we supposed to be here to help each other, right? But
uh huh.
that's how you weave out people in your circle. You got to weave them out, you know
No.
what I'm saying? But the ones who
So,
who keep it up front and straight, keep enemies closer, those are the
what's your
ones you can.
definition of straight? That's what I want to add. Because, so, Granny, we talk, and I told you
Uh-huh,
about my incidents.
uh-huh,
I can't stand to throw a rock and hide a hander. You know what I mean? If you gonna, you know what I mean? If that's the energy, it can be that energy, and we can be cordial. Like, you know what I mean?
uh-huh. Yeah.
Because I get, which I've been told, but I'm real nonchalant about it because, like, granted, you'll have people maybe out there in the world that would be like, "Oh, I had static with you," but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure we've crossed paths,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't be bopping around like that. But like if it ever came to like if you had an issue and we in that same place and time and you wanted to address that issue, I mean we could address it.
Like grown
Um
people, right? Like grown folks, right? That's what cracks me up, right? When people are
70s when
supposed
they
to
threw
be
hands.
when people supposed to be, the adult, you know, act your age, not your shoe size type deal. Um, they can't be upfront with you. They can't call a spade a spade.
It don't even
And
be that. It just be the you know, we just be running our race and people be running alongside of us being in competition when we're not worried about that.
there's no competition. Only competition is me in this camera right here, and that's it. I ain't in competition with you.
You can't say it like that. They already think that I'm
Well, it's that we can't stop what nobody think. You get what I'm saying? It's like I've always been in competition with myself, and that's the only person you need to be in competition with. And it's just like I ain't doing nothing to get better. And what y'all doing on the side, you can hate, you can like it, you can love it, you can leave it, whatever you need to do that. But don't take it out on me because you ain't where you want to be or what you want to be doing, or you know what I'm saying, happy with yourself, or you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. Don't blame me. But guess what? Somebody got to take the blame. But I'm gonna keep moving while you blaming out. You know what I'm saying, or pointing fingers or whatever you want to say. But I don't know. It's just that just people be eerie sometimes, and I just call them out. Call them out. Oh, did he leave me out? So I got to be on here by myself. Hmm. Okay. But anyway, back to the ones who are in secret competition. Hmm. Let's talk about them. Secret competitors. Why y'all being secret? Huh? Anybody like to answer that question? Oh, I didn't think so. But so where is Chef Boy? He left me on here to take the show over. Because I call people out. I will call you out on your bluff. Seriously. And it's no funk, it's just real. It's the realest that I can be. Facts are facts. Truth is truth. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and exit off. I don't know if Chef Boy didn't took a break or oh okay. All right. I was about to say I don't know if Chef Boy took a
Oh,
break.
she actually stayed in here. What? My
Yes, she
phone
did.
overheated.
Oh wow. See? That's probably somebody for real in real life overheated. For real.
Nah.
That's probably what they be like,
But
oh no,
no,
cut it, cut it,
what
cut
I was saying was before my phone overheated. I guess that subject is too hot.
There was a sign,
No, you
huh?
you can't say it like
Secret
that. They already think
competitors.
I
Secret
you can't
competitors. Part two on
you
the
can't
next one.
you you can't say it like that because they already think that I'm, what I mean, stuck up. Not, I mean, yeah. But
And
now,
so what?
so
So what? In and
not, hey, I hate trigger word culture. Have we talked about that yet? Trigger word culture. Granted,
no, we haven't.
like
But
like people say phrases and words just because they think it sound good and it make them
mhm,
sound smart, and it just be like,
mhm.
I ain't nobody to prove it to, dog. I ain't.
Oh my goodness. See, it's funny. It's funny how like we either go through things like that or I've already been through those things, and it's just like, oh, this is it. This is where you at in yours, in your journey. Like it's like people always that I used to be around would be like, "What? I could do this. I could do this better." And I'm thinking like, prove that to yourself. Don't prove it to me. See, I'm already doing me, right? And I'm doing me. Like I say, I do me and I do me best.
Nah, look, and then hey, then they'll hate it if you applaud them in the space that you know they good at.
Yeah, they'll think you're joking then. But
Hey
yeah,
yo,
they'll think
no,
you're
you thought I
joking,
had
right?
something. You thought I had something to say when I said, "Hey yo, my bad."
No, but I'm just saying, they'll think you joking then. You just be like, well, dang, I'd rather you do good for yourself, do good for yourself, and be proud of yourself. So when the next person congratulates you, you'll know you're doing something, right? Instead of just being like, oh, okay, did he see that? Did she see that? I wonder if I'm doing it the way that she would do it, or he would do it, or or did they like that? No, it's do you like yourself? Do you like what you're doing? Do you like the life that you chose? Some people can't sit with that. Some people can't sit with the life that they are in, but they want to
Act
be
like
that.
this.
They want to be that next Jay Z, Beyonce. They want to be that next, you know what I'm saying, Cardi B. Or they want to be that next.
if
I'm
if
thinking
I
of
ain't if I ain't interrupt you, it's gonna let that word fly, huh?
what word was that?
That
B, B and
yeah,
Z. Sorry, that B and Z.
yeah.
Everybody want to be that Z
Ah,
and B and Z, or
no.
or they want to be that next, just
They
anyways.
just want to be.
They're
They just
looking
want
at
to
the
be
wrong.
valued.
They're looking at the wrong idols. They looking at the
Nah,
wrong idols.
it ain't even that. It's just that I mean, I don't know. I don't know what.
That's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Right?
I
That's
mean,
how I'm
yeah, but
looking
I
at
be
it.
I be shooting people bail. My new thing rather than saying I mean, is my deep side.
Huh.
Um, because I was about to say I don't know what my crowd for attention look like because I ain't never really wanted attention or recognition.
Mm-mm.
Um, I mean, I guess it's validation seeking when you be like, I already said that and y'all wasn't listening. So I went through that phase. So that I mean, I mean that's why I give said person that
Mhm. You
be
don't get
acting,
it. You just don't
be
get it.
acting, be acting. Yo, that's why I be giving said person that be acting slow. I'm gonna say slow.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I can be giving them bail because it's like, all right, I know what it's like when, I mean, you was the first person to say it and people don't listen to you and you over there like, me, I
Hmm.
said it, me,
Hmm. Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So it's just like, all right, whatever. I mean, I guess I think I got to the point now to where even though sometimes I don't, but I can just let things just be and I just be like, whatever.
Yeah. Because guess what? You're not looking for validation. You're not looking for no type of acknowledgement. You you being yourself, stating whatever you want to state. Just like everybody has their own
No,
opinions,
I'm a firm
ideas.
believer. I'm gonna say what I feel like I want to say and how I want to say it. Because at the end of
Hmm.
the day, who's gonna correct it?
That's it. Who gonna check you? Who gonna who gonna check?
No,
Now let me
hey, no,
stop.
that
But
that sound bad, but like 9 times out of 10, if I'm saying something, it's gonna be very, very clear if it's
hmm
in a malicious or like confrontational way.
hmm
So 90% of the time, it's just cool. But like if you get offended by it, that's your fault. Deal with that.
hmm hmm yeah, that's what it's like. I don't even where I'm at and where I've been. I don't take the time to argue with anyone. I don't take the time to. If you didn't hear me the first time, I'm not. I've always been like that. Like I'm not about to repeat myself. Either you heard what I said, or I'm gonna let that silence be the killer.
You got a chocolate Chinese forehead. You know when they do their makeup, and they look like the little
Who?
China dolls,
Oh
when they do that makeup like that, and they forehead be, but it's real pasty color. But yours is the chocolate version of that.
chocolate, chocolate.
Oh, okay, you trying to
Yeah,
get
he
your
want me to
okay.
give face. I'll give face. I don't be trying to. I do this for me. Like I ain't gonna keep explaining that to y'all. Y'all know what I do, and when you knew me, but you blew me. But yeah, so I don't know if it's this black that got me feeling like a ninja, or
Nah, you probably watched the fights like I did last night.
or it's just like, girl,
You
what?
probably watched.
Hold on,
Hey, can I talk to that though? Because
I'm just
because
backing up better.
I don't be I don't be worried about too much. I watch the things that I'm into, and then that's that. And then I come
Hmm.
and do the pod.
Hmm.
I gotta get all the things out that I did for that football stuff out on
Hmm.
YouTube. Um, but nah, man. When I be watching boxing and I'm really like in tune with who is on the current lineup for that night, man, it make the fight so much better.
Hmm.
And this is why it'd be so funny when people be thinking I'm worried about their day to day when it's just like, I mean, if it's not you being transparent and talking about you fighting your day to day, what we talking about? Why would I be worried about that? I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, I mean,
Hmm. Hmm.
and to fast forward into talking about the fight, which I alluded to him. Ooh, no. Okay, so I think that was a year ago with the Gilly and Wallow No. That was I Am Athlete when he was on there.
Hmm.
That was a pivot. That was a pivot. My bad. Too many podcasts. And
That's it. I don't
no,
know.
that was Brandon Marshall. That was I Am Athlete. My bad. And they had Jamal Charlo on there with his brother, and he was crying, and he wasn't talking about whatever he was going through or whatever, not right. But he was, he was fighting his depression, fighting his demons, and contemplating, I mean, not being here no more, and just watching the transformation of him going from that because he was still in that spot of like basically being drained from that real life battle before going into fighting and really looking like his old self, right?
Hmm.
And that was just amazing to me because it's just like that's what I care about. And so when a person thinks that I care about being seen by them or like seeing them, it's just like you don't matter in my life, right? Like, don't get me wrong, like that sounds messed up. Like we can coexist, but like at the end of the day, if it's not genuine relationship, you don't matter in my life.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I said
That's
all of
it.
that to say that.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like I say, where I'm at and where I've been for the last year or so, if it ain't genuine, I ain't in. I ain't getting in, and you ain't getting in. But
She
and
said
I
you
ain't
ain't
like
getting
I
me.
say, and I and I'm not. I'm not a person that force. I'm not a person that you know. A lot of people have showed me their cards to where I know what genuine is, and I know what genuine ain't. I know when you're not even genuine ain't. I know what genuine is, and I know what pleasure seekers looking like to me. To where you don't gotta please me. You don't have to kiss my black dirty. No, just kidding. But yeah, you don't have to do
Times out
all
of
that.
10, 9 times out of 10, them entertaining the space in your life ain't even to please you. Well, we talked about this. We
It's
know
not.
this.
It's not beneficial. Okay, we ain't gonna talk about it no more. But it's not beneficial if it's not if we're not benefiting each other or uplifting each other or you know just if we ain't on the same thing, what are we doing? We can talk all day long. We can talk all day long. But if we ain't
Oh, then
uplifting,
hold on. Nah, look. Then I didn't mention dang, that did happen all around that same time. So I call one of them the ghost. The other one has more respect for themselves. But both of them reached out at the same time, and I'm just like, why do y'all bother me when life is like good in my eyes? I'm just like, oh, all right, cool. I'm getting momentum,
mhm.
but I'm feeling like I'm being stretched thin. And then here y'all go like, what you doing? How you doing? I'm like, dog, how do y'all still have contact with me? Right? When I tell
Excuse me.
you,
I had a
when I
cough on
tell
me.
you, when I tell you that iPhone is useless once
Mhm,
they have your iCloud, it's
mhm,
over.
mhm.
It's over. Um, so yeah, that was another thing. I just wanted to harken back on that.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's see, what else did
that
I have
happens.
to talk about to end this off?
That happens.
She said that happens.
It does.
Um,
Oh, like a little beat. So he ready for Christmas, y'all. That sound like a little Christmas.
she said Christmas. Now, what I'm really ready for is me to
Christmas.
stop. What I'm really ready for me is to stop being scary in two different areas, which is getting back on the stage and also going to this spot that I know will allow me to DJ, for a little small set
Go
to try
get
that.
that. Okay.
Um, that's some things. You know, I mean, it's extra time to conquer more fears and to step out more. You know,
Yeah,
um,
I'm with you on that.
I've taken large steps for myself and small steps in the eyes of the world that I don't care about. Right. So like
Hmm.
that's that. Okay, so we can just build off of what we were just talking about. So
Hmm.
say for instance, if we because in a way, we still was just like, oh, what would people think if we actually did live in our true selves or how we wanted to express ourselves? You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
imagine if we still cared about that. Like we wouldn't conquer small things in our day to day to where
That is so true.
just like that fighter that I've been following for a while.
Hmm.
You would have fell into a darker pit than when you being like, oh, I'm sad today because I'm feeling this. like if you really just every move you make, you like, oh well, how would this reflect in the eyes of one, rather than just making that move and being happy with the decision and you being secure with it, knowing that as long as you being happy with who you are and who you're maturing to be,
Hmm.
other people don't matter. And I think
No.
that's it's easier said than done
Yeah, it is. It is. But
because you know.
and especially when you've already been in predicaments where I'm speaking for myself. When
I'm
you,
speaking for
you
myself.
yeah,
Nah.
when I've been in predicaments to where things that I love and things that I do and are creative at, I've had so this is where I've always pushed myself back, is because you know oh, you don't need to be doing this and this and this in the Bible and
Man.
and the religious are blah, 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 blah. But at the
Whole
end of the
time you
day,
cackling and sounding like a hyena on the phone telling somebody else's business, but I shouldn't be living my life.
exactly. So I'm just like, but hey, we gonna close this year off right. And I ain't doing no more talking. And like I say, people didn't already fell off my ledge, off out my life, off my charts, off the wherever you fell off it, you fell off. That's on you. But and I say that with utmost respect. But it's just time. I like I said again. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this
It's the hand. Okay.
because I'm coming straight forward with it.
Uh huh.
I
She's
gave people.
65 now.
I
Uh huh.
gave people. Look at that. I gave people y'all time. God said it's about to be my time. And yes, it sounds selfish, whatever you want to call it, but be ready because it's about to be my time. And I just want to thank y'all for getting me, where I need to be at this time and point, from the goods, the bads, the talk
You woke
behind
up at
my
6
back,
this morning. Uh huh. Keep talking. You woke up at 6 this morning. Uh huh.
talk behind my back. Y'all helped groom me along with the good Lord to get me where I'm about to be, because and the reason why I'm saying it like this is because I've waited for so long. So and there's just more to come with that. And I mean, it'll be revealed. So
Don't lose your steam and get meek now. What else you
no,
want
I
to
said
say?
it'll be revealed. No, I'm just saying it'll be revealed. I mean, half of y'all probably know already, the ones who been talking about it, like, oh shit, do it and this and that. But it's just like I talk about God so much because guess what? He's been with me since day one, and he's been with me more than ever within this
She said
with
since
this.
day one. From my hard
Yeah,
head self, since me not listening and
no,
through.
but within this last time that I've this last most recent time of the, it got me through this year. And what I just want to say with that is I have a story to tell, and I have to get this out here because that's what God wants me to do and wants me to share how He walked with me, talked with me, and it's about to be on and popping. Because what greater person to talk about is God and what He's done in my life and how I got through it. So be on the lookout. But He said it's my turn, y'all. So I hope y'all ready. And if not,
Uh,
please don't enter the room if you, because it might make you mad, it might make you cry, it might make you want to kill me. I don't know, but just be ready. Be ready. That's all I'm
you ready
saying.
to close? You gonna close it out?
Well, y'all, of course, we were glad that we came on back today, and before at least before the November month was out, because he had a birthday here recently. Woo woo woo! Say everybody say happy birthday to Chef Boy
This
Basquiat.
this why I ain't do it last
But
week. This why I ain't do it.
well, it's one more week. One more week, but it's almost out
This
at the
why I ain't
end
do
of
it
the week.
last week.
But anyways, y'all come on, welcome us back. We back and we'll be back on the next one.